beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Да, ну короче, чисто давайте в аномас момент. Смотрим на водичку. Водичка красивая. Жаль, что у меня, блядь, монитор высветивший, блядь. Я вижу полосы вместо водички, ну да ладно. Бля, блядь, это озеро Колдурм. Красивая жопа. Красивая жопа. Сейчас я настраиваю яркость у тебя на экране. Вот. Готово.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
Мне просто улыбка не слезает с
It can't
лица.
be a coincidence that another body turns up just as
Как
you
же
lie
мы это
down.
долго ждали, блядь.
Feels
Сейчас
like the
заплачу.
killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map. Worth memorizing before we get swallowed up by the trees.
I should take a look at that map.
You're the one who wanted to switch.
I think I hear someone.
I'm not walking all the way back
Could
down.
be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
Quit your belly aching.
The Federal Bureau of Control? That's a new one. Toxic volcanic gas, huh?
The FBC is an obscure branch. It only shows up for unusual cases.
Well, what's so unusual about volcanic gas?
Beats me.
Locked. They really don't want people coming in here.
Good to see you still in one piece, Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place.
Hey, over here. You said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, cried Thornton. But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Hey, Mulligan, tell them I'm here, waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly. The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
Хаос на озере Колдрон, бесчинство в съемных коттеджах. Поздним вечером неизвестный напал на отдыхающих. В воскресенье, приятному летнему вечеру, посвященному барбекю и рыбалке, положил конец загадочный незнакомец, напавший на посетителей парка и разгромивший коттеджи. Пострадали 3 человека, одного из них пришлось госпитализировать. Местным жителям остается лишь ждать пойман ли злоумышленник. Полиция до сих пор не сделала официального заявления. Свидетели преступления глубоко потрясены случившимся. Один из них, Курт Милл, заявил, мы просто отдыхали, смеялись и жарили из эфира костра, а потом со стороны коттеджа донесся крик. Мы понятия не имели, что происходит, так что вызвали полицию и убежали дальше. Другой свидетель тоже предпочел остаться анонимным, сообщил, он не понимаю, откуда он взялся, моя собака начала лаять, как нормально, я тут жуткий тип рванул на сторону, я теперь влез не ногой. Представитель владельцев съемных коттеджей, также пожелавший остаться анонимным, напоминают клиентам, если вы собираетесь это все натолкнуть его нам из нашего радикального домика, просьба выйти на связь. Возможно, в данный момент коттедж пришел в негоду силы, закрепим за вами рукой. Далее представитель рекомендует будут чудо как хорошее, чем если сделает его племянничка. Понятно. Правда ли похороны помогают депрессии? Сейчас разговариваю с помощью дневно. Пора уже задумываться о грядущей унылой осени. Вы не услышали из мрачных депрессивных гнездов, совсем чуть-чуть, как у вас с витамином D. Не забывайте принимать. Скорее всего, забывайте. Наверняка подозревали, что существует достойная альтернатива таблеткам и домой припасли для вас отличные новости. Ученые утверждают, что выбираться в походы полезно для физического здоровья. Так что берите свой фонарик, на случай, если темнеет. Откровенно один пропавший доберман. На выходных миссис Адам Смит наконец-то воссоединилась с любимой собакой по кличке Кофейное зернышко. Как называет хозяйка, пропал на 3 дня. И миссис Смит опасалась, что никогда больше не увидит своего лучшего друга. Когда мне позвонили, я ушам своим не поверила, рассказывала она. Я, кажется, раз 7 или 8 переспросила, не сплю ли я. На самом деле она задала этот вопрос 9 раз, подтвердил рейнджер Стивенсон, который обнаружил пропажу. Такие звонки в моей практике случаются нечасто и доставляют мне море радости. В окрестности полно хищников, и обычно мне приходится сообщать хозяевам, что их собаки мертвы. Коты съедены, понимаете. Было так здорово для разнообразия поделиться хорошими новостями, даже несмотря на то, что выглядит кофейное зернышко неважно, что, конечно, отрастает, но она больше нечего сказать. Виртуальная чемпионка на вывеске из Брайт Фоллс. Маленькая стали, а потом торжествует. На выходные девочка одержала большую победу. Может быть, она выиграет футбол или теннис. Нет, в нашем дивном новом мире возможно победа в дисциплинах, существует только виртуальное пространство, постановление носило название Пекарис, результат в котором часто становится приготовление вкуснейших сладостей для виртуальных судей онлайн. Ларит Фолс поздравляет Салли с ее большой победой.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old. Whoa.
Миррор Пик — могучая гора в долине, что иное, как Миррор Пик, культовая достопримечательность с видом на озеро Колдон. Под правильным углом вершина будет отражаться на тихом глади озера во всей своей перевернутой красе.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Мортед Фоллс — это невероятное чудо природы, будоражит дух и создает атмосферу всему пейзажу. Бушующие воды подножия водопада напоминают ступку и пьете, подобные тем, которым по преданию пользовались, видимо, с озера Колдон, чтобы летать по ночному небу.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective.
He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
Мой папа любил говорить, то, что нас убивает, дело на стене. Не очень понимаю, как именно оно дело на стене, но может это тебе эта мудрость пригодится. Блять. Ну ладно.
Good to see you still in one piece, Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
How much clearer can I make it, Mulligan?
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Okay, so, now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob?
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. And we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay. Let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic. Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence? Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message? Doesn't make sense. The killer left the heart right next to the body. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Incised stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed. That's not right. Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about. Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
Was he killed here, or brought here after? For display? Hello, this is Agent Anderson and Agent Casey, FBI. We'd like to come in and ask a few questions pertaining to an investigation. Nice talking to you, too.
Research online, and I know how to keep confidential matters confidential. Look, I get that the UFO thing was a joke, but you're probably trained to joke about it, right? To deflect, hide the truth from the average Joe.
Anderson. Hey, let's get back to work over here. Can
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. Now, I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
I think that's everything. For now, at least.
Mm-hmm. Anything clicking yet? Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state, but yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that. Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state, but yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state, but yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why? Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
From the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This...
Right.
I'll just wait here.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
A creepy twig sculpture? Wonder what's inside. I should take a look around for a way to open this thing. Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had. Hey, Casey. What's the Forest's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson. Just one case without the
A triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do.
I'm getting flashbacks. Remember Ohio?
Sure. The North Side slasher. But that case was completely different.
The trees, Anderson. He hid the bodies in the forest. This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Mm-hmm.
Find.
See you still in one piece, Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place.
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Did you know this entire area is inside a caldera? This whole mountain used to be an active volcano. Imagine the force it took to carve this crater out of the earth. Calderas are pretty rare, so be sure to take it in.
So, essentially, we're standing in the gaping maw of hell.
You got it. I used to love geology when I was in school. I helped Logan build a great baking soda volcano for her science fair.
Cheating on a science fair? That's almost a crime, Anderson.
I'm not gonna say no to quality time with a volcano. I mean, my daughter.
Can't go any further. Water's too deep.
Welcome back, Anderson.
I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
A lunchbox again. Who's leaving these out here?
Did you get lost, Anderson?
I want to walk around for a minute.
You know where to find me.
A witch with no heart. A strange echo of Al murder.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
There's a piece of paper on the ground. A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading the words. These words felt like a message. Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept, even if they knew it would end up hurting them?
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last. The first step down into terrifying depths. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words, felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here. What they were doing. Someone playing a game with them. Leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them. Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what. Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside. Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
Hey, you made it back. Good. I hope you didn't... Puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
They left a lot of garbage. Not the fastidious type. I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure. but the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thanks. Let's get the car. Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
There's another lunchbox. This mug always cheers me up. Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
Tripod? For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff that.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner. I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Ох ты ж, ебать, это та самая улица из оригинального Alan Wake, где я отбивался от толпы
I'm gonna go check something
пидорасов.
out. Be right back.
Ёбаный рот.
Hi.
Radio Hour, brought to you by Davis Family Moose Jerky. And boy, what an eventful day here in Bright Falls. By now, we've all seen the FBI setting up shop in town, and I'm sure you're all asking the same question I am. Did they bring all this darn rain with them? Deerfest is right around the corner, and we're all crossing our fingers for sunshine. So, I reached out to our top meteorologist for a weather update. She never responded. But I have her Uncle Tapio on the line from Watery. Tapio, are you there?
Yes?
Great. And Tapio, what kind of weather can we expect today?
Rain.
That definitely seems to be on the menu. How about over the next week?
Also rain.
Right. Care to elaborate? Any chance the sun will poke out in time for Deerfest?
No.
Well, Deerfest is coming, rain or shine. And that parade lineup is looking dandy as ever.
Yes, I like this parade because they're one float in the shape of a swan. Long neck and everything. A very large swan.
Ah, so you're a fan of swans.
No.
Right, well, that's our time. We'll be right back after this next song by the rock and roll sensation, National Nightmare. Can you feel includes our
Ой, бля, чувство, ёпт, FSR 2.0 дает сбой. Посмотрите, какая картинка сыпется. Ёпт твою мать. Жаль, конечно, что я не играю не на ПК. Ну да ладно.
Can't open this with my bare hands.
Welcome back, Anderson.
Hey there.
Any interesting guests lately? Any good finds?
Zilch, but someone left a gross surprise under their bed for housekeeping? They were nuts.
So, that's what all that screaming was about?
Either that, or the couple on their honeymoon.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Merced won't roll over on the issues. Come on, Saga. Time to get back to work.
So, how's that mystery business of yours going? We missed you at trivia night.
You did? How badly?
Stop avoiding the question, Mark.
You know, I've been up to a little. Urban legends about that cult operating in the woods.
And a witch haunting the woods? Yeah, I know the scary stories to keep the kids from falling off cliffs and drowning in lakes.
I think there's more to those stories than they let on. Well, maybe not the witch one. But there's definitely something going on. And I'm gonna figure out what.
Uh-huh.
Hey there.
This can't be the right way.
From the dangers of unsanitary conditions. Trash, garbage.
О, привет, привет, Артур.
Pretty nice day to be working outside. I don't envy the guy stuck on desk duty. This is where the action is.
Повторное открытие. Наш городок продолжает расти. Теперь к нам переехал парк основателей. Мы уверены, что новое место придется вам по душе. Добро пожаловать в новый, улучшенный парк основателей.
Tweet, tweet, my sweets. Heard any good news lately? Now, why'd you go and do that? Stomping around like that and scaring the poor little things. If not for the birds, I might just go a little nutty. A little cuckoo, if you will.
The passage of time is deceiving.
The days of our lives are fleeting.
And they end in the end. They end.
Щось типа того, щось типа того. Ну тут вже говорились, мол, типа в Bright Falls за останніх 13 років у всіх живих... О, ланчбокс. У всіх, хто тут проживає, кукуха чуть поїхала. Ну, типа, з першої частини пройшло 13 років, як і в житті, а як і в житті 13 років. З першої частини пройшло, так і в всій лінії гри пройшло 13 років. Ты не представляешь, как сложно было раздобыть эти ланчбоксы. Слава интернету, в нем ничего не пропустил. О, можна прокачати пушку. Увеличить размер магазина при быстром попадании При быстром попадании врагу в голову 2 раза подряд улучшения будут длиться дольше. Удерживать кнопку выстрела, чтобы перейти в режим автоматической стрельбы. Это существенно увеличит скорострельность. Лучше ставь выбору.
Saga was sure she had hit the Taken in the head, but had not even slowed the monster down. She took aim and fired again. Another headshot. This time, the Taken staggered.
I need to head back.
Setter is better.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Brinker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time. We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure. But it's slowed down ever since Cauldron Lake was fenced off.
Let me guess. Missing person cases spiked around 2010. The fence was built just after.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
You can go ahead, Anderson. We'll be here.
I can't believe that happened. I still feel like I'm gonna be sick.
Come on, Ed. Have some pie. Don't take your mind off things.
Блін, це як вперше малановийку, як 13 років тому. Музыкальный автомат не работает, несчастной железяки должно быть остартело играть одну и ту же песню раз за разом. Мне, конечно же, нравится, как она, но не до такой же степени. Блин, отсылочки. Бля. Нарешті стільки років чекав. Чекайте, потім поговорю, давайте в темноту.
Rest easy, buddy. I need a tool to get this open. Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found out. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
Щось ви, блядь, не договарюєте.
How can you? Corpses are part of the job. Can't dwell on it too much.
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer. The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting. The cult of the tree. What aren't the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree bag, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with the murder. They were telling the truth. So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Okay.
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing dear Fed.
Oh, God. Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's So weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
Good to see you.
I need to know more about the code of the tree if I'm going to shut them down. Sure. These stashes could contain clues about the cult. Better keep an eye out for more. A cult murdering a man is pretty extreme. Why didn't you tell the police what you saw?
We did. We told those two idiot deputies. They didn't listen. And they wanted to throw Ed and I in jail for that murder. You know, Bright Falls is just Alabama with bigger trees.
This is my case now, and no one is throwing you in jail. If you need anything else, just come to me.
Got it. Thank you, Saga.
So, Rose, help me out. How do you think we know each other?
We all know each other around here. It's been a while, but I never forget a face. Or a coffee order.
Guess I just have one of those faces. Seen anything out of the ordinary in town lately? Suspicious people in deer masks?
No one's suspicious. But soon enough, there'll be lots of happy people wearing deer masks for Deerfest. Practically everyone will be wearing one.
Good to know.
So, we're not being arrested?
We're all good, Ed. You can ease up now.
Hey, you think they serve avocado toast here?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't count on it.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
I'll be right with you, sir.
Yep. Just here to pay my ticket. Whenever you're ready to take my money.
Я знаю, что кто-то из вас ворует туалетную бумагу. Я регулярно пересчитываю рулоны, и каждый день одного не хватает. А с ворами у нас нецеремонно красит в линии шерифа. Серьезно, однажды я пойму воришку на месте преступления и вышвырну отсюда. Это зорище какое. Какой тебе будешь читать рулоны туалетной бумаги? У тебя, судя по всему, полно свободного времени.
They locked up an innocent man. I swear I didn't do anything. They're a lying bunch of bastards. You believe me, right? No speeding happening here, I see.
Sir, some patience, please.
Допил кофе, смотрю, еще помощник шерифа, команда полицейского участка. Уже третий раз на этой неделе вхожу на ночную смену и вижу пустую кофеварку, выпил синюю кружку, встал новый чайник. Чет меня, я у не секретарша. Чет меня пришли на масло, вроде может только если на твой в принципе есть. Чет ты меня, конечно, извини, но масло брата поможет только если на твоей виде в принципе есть чему расти. Так и знал, слишком уж мягкая борода у Марка натуральной. Весь какую Марку используют. Поскольку мы уже через нее указаны адреса участка для сейчас были проигнорированы. Напевно, PlayStation стрімлю, на PS5 і на PS4 можна називно стрімити. На PS5 можна стрімити до 1080p і 60 FPS, я стрімлю 720 і 30 через те, що у мене інтернет лімітний, плюс в мене не супер хороший. Вот так-то. По ідеї, можна навіть 4К стрімити, але тільки в 30 FPS, але так як в мене немає 4К монітора, у мене ця функція закрита. Вот, то есть можна нативно стрімити з консолі, да. На PS4 теж можна, але на PS4, якщо тебе снімка або фатка 720, якщо тебе прошка, то 1080, але 30 FPS. На PS5 720 30, 720 60, 1080 30, 1080 60. І може 4К, але я не пам'ятаю. У мене немає 4К монітора, щоб провірити. Я не секретарша, поскольку мои многочисленные просьбы не указывать адрес участка для доставки личных посылок были проигнорированы, с этого момента, если вам взберет в голову заказать что-то сюда, я сообщу всем в участке о содержимом посылки. Является и преступление вскрытия чужой почты? Да. Имею ли я право воспринимать загромождение с моего стола вашими спонтанными покупками как личное оскорбление? Да. Вас предупредили. Администратор. По скрипту. Офицер Лайтфуд. Соберите свое масло для бороды. З консолі стрімлять з картою захвату, якщо це якась старіша консоль. Або якщо ти більш крутіший стрімер, да, і типа ти хочеш прям максимальне качество, там стрімити в хорошому качестві, і інтернет дозволяє, то можна брати карту захвату і картою захвату стрімити. Бо тут бітрейт не самий лучший, коротше, якщо через консолі стрімити. Лучше через карту захвату. Тобто, да, люди стрімлять через карту захвату, але це вже тих, у кого або вона є, або ті, хто більш популярніші, кому це буде вигодно, якби вложитися в це все. Бо, наприклад, мені то не вигодно, я так стрімлю чисто для себе і для пару друзів, які саме заходять, щоб поражати там разом в чаті або ще щось. От. Але на вейпі я стрімлю, бо того, що мені його якби подарили, і типу, я обіцяв, що я одній людині пострімлю його повністю. Так що, да. Не забыть, помощник шерифа, команда полицейского участка, стол и почту администратора не следует использовать для личных разборок и прочих неофициальных дел. И не забывайте мыть за собой кружки, администратор. Третье, ежегодное открытие барбекю. Шериф Тимбрайкер, команда полицейского участка. Всем привет, стороны отремели ежегодного события, которое мы так и ждали. Открытого барбекю. И нечего ворчать. Это прекрасная возможность установить контакт с населением. Согласно статистике, если офицеры тесно общаются с подчиненными, уровень преступности на их участках снижается. Эффективность работы возрастает, и чувствуют они себя лучше. Это в ваших же интересах, так что отнеситесь к делу серьезно. На роль жертвы мусорного бака сообщество выбрало барабанное дробь помощника шерифа Торнтона. Мои поздравления, похоже на тебя как следует отыграются за работу на посту контроля скорости. Также напоминаю, что каждый не явившийся из-за болезни тоже должен предоставить справку от врача. В противном случае вас ждут 2 недели ночных смен. Будете жаловаться, заставлю участвовать в магическом представлении офицера Лайтфута. Забавно. А в мене нема донатів, типа, може колись-небудь, не знаю. Я просто, знаєш, я би зробив би донати, якщо я би прям стрімив би на якісь от качественній такій основі, да, на постоянні, або стрімив якось качественно, тобто я би давав би якісь, плюс я часто на стрімах мовчу, коли нема зрителей, і ніхто не пише нічого в чаті, ну, тобто, в мене довольно, так, чисто, підпівасний, да, контент. Це навіть не контентом назвати тяжко, бо я не стрімлю, по суті, там, якось більш серйозно, я більш стрімлю для себе, щоб потім нарізати якісь смішні моменти, або от для знайомих, які там, і друзів, які там хотіли щось там подивитися, так далі. Зачастую всі стріми, які я запускав, то це по просьбі моїх знайомих або друзів, які хочуть просто на фоні подивитися ту або іншу гру. От. У мене навіть мікрофону нормального немає, типу, у мене я використовую мікрофон встроєний в геймпад, на PS5 встроєний в геймпад мікрофон є, і він, такий собі, типу. Як нічого немає, то такий пойдет, але... Можу, конечно, підключити мікрофон з компа, но тут, короче, якась діч, типа, він дуже сильно шумить, тобто ніякого шумоподавлення тут немає, я не знаю, що з цим робити.
Oh dear. it appears that I'm lost in the woods. It only had a tour guide, also. It's bear season. Oh no, a bear. Help. Somebody called for a tour guide. Oh wow. Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable prices. That's right.
Бра, момент.
Koskela Botic's best coffee roaster / tour guide by Coffee World magazine. And I'm here to give you the tour of a lifetime. But Ilmo, I've heard the government has seized and restricted access to many local nature attractions. That is true, Janko. Many local attractions have recently become fenced off by the government. And that's why, at Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours, we say, fuck the government. We have bolt cutters. Oh, wow. You think of everything. And we'll take you anywhere. Hiking through the scenic Elderwood National Park. Fishing in the crystal clear waters of Bright Falls Dam. Bird watching at majestic Mirror Peak. The tour of a lifetime is just one phone call away. Book now to get a 9% discount on this limited edition Oh Dear Diner coffee thermos.
Понятно. Понятно.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you
Yeah,
don't have that.
Max
problem.
Payne.
Our
Max
only
Payne
coroner
either.
rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week. But you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Забавно, що вони добавили Макс Пейна в цю гру.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
Ні, він не був фентезі, він був трилером. Це був прям такий трилер. Це був трилер на основі різних таких книжок, як там Стівена Кінга, там різних детективів, хорорів. Вот. Було про писателя, який пише книжки, типу, і... Ну, це без спойлерів, який пише книжки, і буває то, що він пише, то і відбувається в реальному житті. Вот. Тобто... Теж був свого роду детектив, тому так було з елементами детектива. А от друга часть, Сем Лейт нам сказав так, що це буде хорор, жорсткий хорор, трилер, плюс детектив, і він сказав, що це типу, буде якийсь survival horror, тобто це буде прям вдохновлено такими іграми, як Resident Evil 2, Evil Within. Бо перший Alan Wake це був просто пострілушки, непонятні, криві, убогі, а отут прям буде survival horror, тобто тут треба прям буде виживати. Ну, подивимося.
Okay. Let's take a look at our patient.
Блять, тандем это нахуй.
I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal
Нормально.
examination.
Нормально. Тут, кстати, можна виключити наготу, щоб не було видно, так сказати, і геніталій, но тільки в главному меню. Та їх старать. Пусть будуть. Жорстко, що, звісно, вздуло в воді. Бля, вони, кстати, коли робили цю сцену, вони ж розказували, вони реально дивилися на справжні трупи людей, які були в воді, тому що, щоб передати максимально реалістично.
What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me? There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up. This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy. Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
Uh-huh. They did leave something inside his chest. Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us. Nope. Chest wound is cause of death, but the corpse is bloated, waterlogged. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Причина вздутия неизвестна. Кожа и сердце покрыты странными татуировками. В грудной полости была страница. Смерть наступила явно вследствие травмы грудной клетки. В рану что-то засунули. Тело и сердце покрыты татуировками, когда убийцы успели их нанести. Блять, татуировки на сердце? Это вообще реально? Там ж кожа занадто тонка, типа. Ладно, не буду доебываться, може і реально. Шма там по телевізору. Пока, понятно. Блін, ну це реально деприманітно вже якісь. Ну, то есть, слишком багато схожого. Або Твін Пікс, або Делі Примінішн, чимось це мене вдохновлялося.
The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here.
Я прям... Я так понимаю, ти маєш на увазі, що на місці, де знаходиться серце, да? А типа я собі в голові представив, як ти лежишся на стіл, тебе, коротше, накачують снотворно, тобі вскривають грудну клітку, витягують серце, татують, пообратно вставляють. Чисто, як знаєш, в цій грі Surgeon Simulator. Блять. Что? Блять, что за херня происходит? Такого даже не было в першому Малані Вейку, це реально стрёмно. Хотя хоррорів не боюсь, но реально стрёмновато.
He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light.
А, то есть постарайтесь оставаться на свету, чтобы враги вас не заметили. А, ну то есть вони перенесли цю механіку в першу часть, це прикольно.
I need to get into the light. Now. He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Можливо, став, не знаю. Сходить, блядь. Убежище устанавливаю часть убежища типа светла. Если вы покинете убежище или будете атакованы из него во время боя, оно на время станет недоступно. Понятно.
Gotta move. Now.
О, глок, спасибо. А, да? Вся глава в том... Ладно, хорошо. О, кайф. Ця глава состоїть в тому, що я просто ходив, бродив, 2 рази зробив вистріл. Круто. Ютуб, будь ласка, не давай мені копірайт клейм. Сука, 10-й за цей тиждень. Не давай. Копірайт. Клейм за музику. Ну, короче, сейчас я на перерыв невеликий уйду, просто провітрююсь, там з'їм бутик, передихну і ми розграємося.